Alright, hi and welcome. Today we'll be talking about writing a function rule. This one's going to take a lot of involvement. Okay, so basically, if we're just talking about just writing a simple function, you just need to know your certain words. Like, for example, sum, add, uh, sum, more than, all that stuff. That's just going to be addition. So addition, you guys know, addition is a simple one. Also, we have subtraction, which is less than, difference, uh, take away, all that stuff. Those ones are pretty simple. Okay, times is just times, multiply, groups of, just some pretty simple stuff like that. And then division is quotient and cut into pieces. I guess it's another way to do it. So these are the four main ones. You guys know how to work with these ones. Uh, the other thing is too is sometimes you'll be dealing with squares, cubes, previous formulas that you need to know. Okay, that's going to be huge that you need to know. And plugging into previous formulas. Okay, so you're going to have to take something like, for example, let's say that area equals length times width. Okay, so that one's pretty simple, like, oh, okay, all I need to do is solve it on set. But then they say that's the area of a square. They don't give it to you. You have to actually know this. Okay, but then they say that width is 3 times the square of the length minus 7, or 7 less than 3 times the square of the length. So, there's a lot of stuff that can happen. So what's going to happen is you're going to translate that phrase, and you're going to take it and you're going to put it in for width, and you're going to rewrite it as area equals length times 3 times length squared minus 7. Well, let's get rid of that. Boom. There we go. So you got a couple lengths in there. So when you simplify it and just finalize it, it should be 3 times length to the third minus 7. And then you can solve it. Another thing that tricks up a lot of people is that you're given a list of points, and then you have to figure out which function goes into it. Okay, so when you're writing out this stuff, what you're going to do is you're going to try it out. But the one method that really works with a lot of this stuff is plug in the numbers and see if you get the desired results. Okay, because you just want to take it and plug it in and just see if it works. Because if it works, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. Okay, that's it for this time. But just remember, when you're working with stuff, when you do less than, you have to be very careful. Like if you're saying 3 less than x, don't write it this way. That's not the way to write it. Okay. 3 less than x does not look like 3 minus x. It's going to be x minus 3. That's huge. When you're doing addition and multiplication, these two right here, you can go in any order because of the law of commutativity. But subtraction and division are the tricky ones that screw up a lot of people when you write out a formula and then you test it and you're like, oh, that doesn't work at all. What happened? Well, it's usually because you screwed up the order. So just be very careful with that. And just remember, if you go the quotient of 3 and 7, or 3 and y, that's definitely going to be different than the quotient of y and 3. So, you just need to be careful to write this out. And just remember, this is 3 divided by y, and this one down here is y divided by 3. Okay, as long as you got that, you should be good. Okay, that's it for this lesson, and I'll talk to you guys later.